exciting gameplay. Really? These hexahedrons have no manners.
Might be time for a bit of backtracking.
So true. I've done all of the ones up until this one, and the ones after are too hard for the time being. So that means I finally go back to main questing. I love free items. I hate free items. You spend so much time doing encounters. Even after doing so much side content, those encounters still take so fucking long. An hour and 10 minutes running around doing encounters before I get to any story content. Finally, the time has come. Oh, it's a boss fight. What's that about?
No big deal. Where's this end?
If there is one, I can't see it.
I can't do this. All these Seath were people once. Like us.
But that's what Bartanilus is going for. Don't you see? Make us feel guilty. Lose faith.
Yeah, stop being so
See, can we
melodramatic,
give
you
up?
bitch.
It's
Yeah, well, when you think about it, having all this empathy, it puts us humans at a big disadvantage.
Maybe. But it's also what makes us dangerous.
Bang? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just that time's running short.
It's okay. My mind's made up this time. We'll just make Cocoon our home.
Yeah. I guess we will.
That's ominous. Hello? My circle button isn't working. Help. I don't know what I'm looking at. Is this just an elevator? Yep, it is. I was really hoping for more content and less fighting.
Careful, okay?
Stuff happens. Deal with it.
It's important that the statue lady has distinctly recognizable boobs. You don't understand. Are those all supposed to be like boss fights? Like huge boss fights?
I don't like the looks of that.
Same. What doth await us here?
I'm not afraid of you.
So what's that?
Sounds all right? Don't you go turning Seath on me, you hear? Not after we've come this far.
I'm scared. But I guess being scared proves I'm still human.
If we're at the end of the game here, then I'm committed. I'm doing this. What is this, aperture science? No, I think we're in heaven. Cedars like couches. Heaven has couches, right?
Let's do this. Ready?
Yeah. Ready.
I still don't know what the plan is.
So what's the plan?
Your usual plan. Charge in through the front door, what else?
This is it.
Moment of truth, hero.
Life's spark shines on, once freed from its fleshly shroud.
Dodge!
Sarah!
Dreams, meanwhile, shatter in a flash.
Dodge! No!
He does this the third time.
Where's the real Sarah?
It's like a running gag.
Hey, listen. It isn't real. It's just Falsey smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, they don't work wonders. They play tricks.
Unfortunately, I know Sarah's not dead because she's on the cover of the sequel. Man, this villain sucks so much.
At
Why couldn't
last,
they made him hot
my
at least?
errant Lassie. Men fight men. Men battle beasts.
What about
Cocoon
women?
wars with Pulse. Will you not at least slay Orphan and make it quick as an act of mercy?
Mercy? You mean murder. And Cocoon won't die. We're not here for that. We came for you.
You prolong Cocoon's suffering. And to what end? Refusing me but condemns another to face your focus tomorrow. If you truly seek salvation, you will obey.
Maybe if you were like a hot goth mommy. Oh no, my paradigms are screwed. I forgot. Yeah, ooze. That is vibrant. I wish my ooze was vibrant. Words are hard. Sure sucks that he can't dispel any of our bugs. This can't possibly be it. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Such devastation. That's so funny. That wasn't the final boss, was it?
Hey, put a lid on it.
Yeah, or else he'll spoil.
Release. At last, release.
It's done.
We did it, huh?
Yep.
I don't even know what we did.
It's that bird again.
Yet in this form have we saved. Two irreconcilable focuses we bore. Yet bound were we in a cocoon prison, impervious to our power.
Tysley? No, not anymore.
We are the abandoned. Born, but now to die. Our name is Orphan.
I love how it says that it's about to die. What an interesting design. Oh my god.
Follow my lead!
Jesus Christ.
Don't give up! Defeat is not an option!
Good fucking god. Are we dead? It seems to do percentage damage.
Yeah?
Great. Is that it? It's not gonna, this isn't even my final form me again, is it?
Have you ever paused to consider our reason for
Why is that
making
thing
the
still
sea
alive?
of men? Men dream, aspire, and through indomitable force of will achieve the impossible. Your power is beyond measure. We take the sea, that we might wield such strength.
I know it's trying to go for like an archaic speech style.
Through you, we obtained freedom from our bondage.
Bondage.
And now,
I'm 26 by the way.
focus alone remains. Yet, if we but summon the Maker, we will be granted the chance to begin again.
Stop torturing her, come on.
The sea become Ragnarok. Lead us into the light.
I'll do it. I'll destroy you.
You heard me.
I said I'll do it!
You can't! I'll be fine. And you can't forget our promise. We promised to save Cocoon. We promised!
I made another promise too. To protect my family.
Fang?
Sometimes. You gotta choose! Back off!
What did you do?
What do you gain from hurting Vanille? We're in this together.
I'm so confused.
This is my focus.
Which means
No
we're
one's
so
gonna stop
back.
me.
I don't understand what just happened.
Everything I do. Why? Is this what you meant to happen? All of them.
I don't understand. I thought we killed that
All
thing.
we went through.
But in the end, we still didn't.
Guess I deserve it. After what I did.
Stop it! Give them back!
Salvation is born of sacrifice. Miracles of misery.
Of course, the monster still has boobs. That looks so dumb.
Yes.
I don't even know how to feel about any of this.
Anger be your strength. Despair. Despair and save us all. Lo, the day of wrath is come.
No, Wrath Month is next month. It's still June. Sorry, dumb joke. I was thinking these cutscenes the last 5 minutes have been uncomfortable and upsetting. Uncomfortable, upsetting, and confusing.
Anger didn't drive us. We just had things worth fighting for.
Yet again. How many times must you fail?
What is the purpose of this entire sequence of events?
go.
Retake the form of Ragnarok. Deliver us that which we have too long been denied.
This is just torture porn.
What do you want?
He just told you what he wants.
Vanille. Run.
No! I'd rather fight and lose than give up without even trying. Bang!
Just kidding, they're not Sith. They're all fine.
Miracles out of misery. You've got to be kidding me.
This is so
Yeah,
fucking cheap.
Who'd be dumb enough to swallow that crock?
Sure. We've all had better weeks.
You're alive!
But you can't be.
No, the writers decided
More
so.
Fal'Cie smoke and mirrors.
But where were you?
Somewhere cold and dark. Just thinking about everything that happened up until now. And then it was like...
It was like I had a glimpse of the future. Everyone was smiling and laughing. Even Sarah. Even Light.
I don't know. Some new focus or something.
Wait, laugh.
They can do
Lightning
really make sense,
smiling.
of course. I mean, knowing we were worm bait and all.
Worm
Luck would
bait.
have it. Next thing I know, I feel somebody pushing me right along.
Would you still love
You were
me
there
if I
too,
was
Fang.
worm bait?
Same side. All of us. Together to the end.
I don't know if I'm just too cynical or something, but
You're not alone anymore. We have a new family now. We stick together. You hear me?
Yes, I promise. We promised, didn't we?
oh yeah, that was happening in the background while they were having their moment. Wait, so we did kill it.
Come on. We've got a world to save.
If we have the power to destroy Cocoon, then we have the power to save it.
We can do it. I know we can. We made it this far.
Right.
Let's make a real miracle happen.
Lady Luck sure ain't on his side.
Wait a minute. This isn't gonna be a third phase. Right? Just kidding, I'm still not dead. Haha.
Overreach yourselves.
No. We overreach you.
That doesn't make sense.
Is that so?
You don't believe in anything. You gave up on life before you were even born. Sure, you think the end of the world is salvation. All you care about is death's release. So take it, and leave the rest of us alone. We don't think like that. When we think there's no hope left, we keep looking until we find some. Maybe Cocoon is past saving, but it's our home, and we'll protect it or die trying. We live to make the impossible possible. That is our focus.
No fucking way. Oh, come on.
Find your own road to hell.
Your wrath.
Wait, do we really do that much damage? Was that its final form? That was 0 stars. Man, I wish I could redo it. Expanded? Really? Okay, but that's like an indication that this whole sequence is finally done. Christ.
We're here to stop him. We've come to save Cocoon, right?
Right.
It all returns to nothing. Tumbling down, tumbling
Stay together!
down, tumbling down.
Fang! Vanille!
Wishes can come true.
What?
But not if you just wait for miracles. Ready. Miracles are things we make for ourselves.
Historians
Yeah.
will say that we're really good friends. Of course it has to have boobs. This reminds me of Final Fantasy XIV, the end of 1.0, when the calamity happened. Is this what they call vibrant ooze? Of course you can see her butt. They have to sexualize them even when they're crystallized. Wait, that's multiple people though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yes, the boobs must be distinctly visible too. Oh, those are lightnings. Okay.
Wake up.
Awake in the morning, tired of sleeping. Get in the shower and make my bed alone. I put on my makeup, talking to the mirror, ready for a new day.
They did it. They saved the world.
No, they gave us a new one.
That's one gift I'll forgive him for not rapping.
Yeah.
This is as much as we can do. The rest is up to you.
Does this mean we completed our focus?
Cocoon's seen better days, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I'd say that qualifies as a demolition. Focus complete.
Whatever you want to believe.
It really is a miracle.
My brand! It's gone!
It's easy to lose sight of things in a world as wide as this one. But if you keep going, you're sure to find what you're looking for, sooner or later.
Oh, is that real?
Oh, big bunch of chocobos. Look there. Oh!
Sarah!
It is.
Nice!
Daddy! Snow!
Sarah!
I was looking for his dad.
They're gone, aren't they?
Hey,
I guess they meant for this to be goodbye. And again, we've changed our fates before.
Oh no, he meant Fang and Vanille.
Come on.
Okay.
I missed you.
Sarah, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hey, come on, the apologies can wait. We got a wedding to plan. What? You aren't gonna allow it,
Wow.
right?
You don't waste any time, do you?
No, I don't.
That's right, just charge in, guns blazing.
I swear to you, I will make her happy.
I believe you. Congrats.
She should have made a snarky remark. That would have been a better ending. But fine.
When prayers turn to promises, not even fate can stand in their way.
We held the light of hope in our hearts and achieved the impossible.
Oh yes, the power of lesbianism.
Now
I
we
mean
live
friendship.
on to greet a new dawn.
Oh god. I don't even know if it matters that much what I think. The like torture scenes and the despair and seeing everyone like crystallize or become seeth, even if I knew it wasn't real, having to sit and watch that was not fun and I didn't understand the purpose. Maybe the purpose was to make the positive stuff at the end more of a payoff. I don't know if that's how it works. However, the fact that there was so much sweet and wholesome stuff at the end, regardless if it was written well, I appreciated that. The lighting, the hair, is really pretty. The problem of their brands being gone, all of a sudden, even if it's not very believable, it goes against the entire premise of the game at the beginning, but it still felt good to see. I will say though, as far as the plot goes, I'm not very impressed with any of it. These cutscenes at the end between the boss fights, none of it really felt believable. We spent 2 real-life hours in the same room fighting boss fight after boss fight between torture scenes, and I don't know why. There's so many things that don't make sense. The premise was, we're l'Cie, we have to fulfill our focus to become Seath. And how is it explained that they weasel their way out of it? The power of friendship and just believing in it enough. I don't know if I should be that upset at the game, at the writers for that, but it's really, really silly. As well as Fang and Vanille, like as if they had rehearsed transforming into a monster together and holding Cocoon up and stopping it from crashing into the pulse. It looked rehearsed, but where would they have learned that? How did we know there was a possibility? So much of this ending hinged on just believing in it, having hope and promises, which, fine, it's wholesome. It's also really stupid. I guess that wasn't really the game's strength from start to finish, though. What I did really enjoy was seeing Lightning smile. And even if she didn't do a quirky, snarky response at the end, when Snow said, "I will treat her right," or whatever he said, I 80% expected Lightning to say, "You better or I'll kill you." That would have been more in character. But if she warmed up to him, if she's just like happy, I can believe that she'll just say, "Okay, I believe you." Lightning does go through a bunch of development, which is one of the game's strengths, I think. And arguably, even if all of it didn't make a lot of sense, they still pieced together a positive ending. And maybe a positive ending that doesn't make sense is worth more than a sad or mixed ending that does make sense. But I think that really depends on preference. There's a lot of stories like books or movies or anime that will end tying everything up perfectly, but it'll leave you with a bitter feeling. And depending on the person watching it, they might want that or not. The same way that people want to watch horror and feel horrified for some reason. But I guess this ending was better for me than the alternative. It could have been a lot better. I don't have a lot to compare to as far as Final Fantasy goes, but judging by what I've seen, I think I understand why this game wasn't perfectly received. It was not a waste of my time. There was quite a bit in there that I liked, mostly Lightning, but I also warmed up to the gameplay over time. But there was a lot of stuff that was like mediocre and really boring and unbelievable. Like the 1 or 2 hours of cutscenes in between those boss fights, I spent more time being perplexed or upset or just laughing at what was happening than being immersed emotionally. So that sucks. Do I have to click away the screen or is it gonna go away on its own? I really need to pee. I had to click it away. Hey, it's now a little over a month later, and I wanted to add some stuff here because I'm not really happy with how harsh I acted toward the game. My feelings on a lot of things changed when I was putting the video together, and I'd really like to end this on a more positive note. As you might expect, I spent a lot of time rewatching the final cutscenes over and over again. When I saw them the first time, they felt confusing and sometimes even off-putting. Most notably the torture scenes with Fang and Vanille. I still feel sour about that. But a lot of the other cutscenes, I've started feeling genuinely emotionally swept along with them after I watched them a couple more times. Snow saying that he saw a glimpse of the future where everyone was laughing, even Lightning. The music during Fang and Vanille's flashback. Lightning's speech before the last boss fight. The shot where she aimed her gunblade at Orphan and said, "We live to make the impossible possible. That is our focus." The incredibly cool music build-up to the fight and Lightning yelling, "Find your own road to hell." Everyone's expression of disbelief when Fang and Vanille sacrificed themselves to save Cocoon. And the entire final cutscene is probably the most beautiful. Every time I had to see it during editing, I would tear up, even now, after having seen it a million times. Aside from those, I also revisited cutscenes from earlier in the game, and this time, I felt so much more emotionally engaged than the first time. Maybe partly because I finally understand how the world works and what all the weird terminology means. The music started standing out to me more during all this as well. I really love the soundtrack, and I've had Vanille's theme stuck in my head for days. Final Fantasy XIII is a game that's faced a lot of criticism over the years, and I can't say that it didn't deserve maybe most of it. Honestly, the game could have been so much more. I wish it had been more. But even all that said, Over the last month or so, I found so many things I love about it. I became nostalgic for it, despite not even having played it as a kid or anything. This is how I want to remember Lightning and the others. And it's how I want to end this stupid little video series. The game deserves at least that much.